except where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
This is why I train in martial arts.
Even if a samurai's head were to be suddenly cut off, he should still be able to perform one more action with certainty. With martial valor in his life, if he could make himself to be like a vengeful ghost and show great determination, though his head be cut off, he should not die. Only when you constantly live as though already a corpse will you be able to find freedom in the martial way and fulfill your duties without fault throughout your life. If by setting one's heart right every morning and evening, one is able to live as though his body were already dead, he pains freedom in the way. His whole life will be without blame, and he will succeed in his calling. And here is a real life example of just that.
First thought was, I was gonna die. This was it. My life's gonna end here. And then the shooter starts prepping his weapon, and something came over me. I had this realization that I needed to grab his weapon. I needed to take control of the situation,
Right.
or else everybody would die, including me.
Right.
And maybe the people outside also.
So what did you do? You came over here and...
Well, his attention was diverted to his weapon. He was, I think he was trying to prep it or change to firing mode or something, but he was fiddling with it a bit. So what I did was sidestep a bit to have a clear path, and I just started running and lunged at him and grabbed the gun with both my hands.
Right here.
Yes, right here. The first thought was, I was gonna die. This was it.
So if Brandon Say is not a black belt, he should be. The way he moves, to me, I think he's a martial artist. I have no proof of whether he is or not. I did some Googling. I couldn't find anything that said he had training, but he definitely moves like he had training. If you don't know who Brandon Say is, he is the guy who disarmed the suspect who was going to shoot up a Chinese New Year's party. So, I don't know if he's a traditional martial artist or not. But one thing he did is this, to me, this is the main goal of anything that you're trying to do. If you're faced with a gun, a lot of people want to go, what technique should I do? I'm guilty of this too. What move should I do? What joint lock should I do? What strike or whatever? I think the important thing is just to do something. Do something to protect yourself and other people if you think that you can do it successfully. And dare I say, sometimes it might have to be without regard to your life. He felt like, hey, I'm going to die anyway. I might as well just go out like a champ. And he did it. But he still demonstrated martial arts techniques, things that you would learn in traditional martial art from doing your forms and from doing your basics. He recognized there was a line of attack, a line of the bullet would travel from the gun. So he moved off that. And the step that he took where he hopped, that is, we call that like a jump step or a slide step. In judo, that would be sugiyashi, follow foot walking. You basically a small leap towards the person. That's what he did. And he had his hands out in front of him from the way it seems like he's describing it with his nonverbals. He had his hands out in front of him so he could get both hands on the barrel. That's one technique, or one principle rather, that one of my Taekwondo instructors that I studied under used to say, 2 on 1, 2 on 1. Oh, rest his soul, Grandmaster Shorts. 2 on 1, 2 on 1. Always do 2 on 1. Have 2 of your limbs attacking 1 of their limbs if you have to attack a limb. So if you want to know of a goal for martial arts for a civilian, in my opinion, this is it. This is a person, if he hasn't had lessons, it doesn't really need them. He's already got it. If he has had lessons, I would love for him to teach that kind of indomitable spirit from Taekwondo to the rest of us. that would definitely be of judo's mutual welfare and benefit. So that's how Brandon Say demonstrated the principles of the Hagakure and of Taekwondo and of Judo, and just a great personification of what we all should strive towards in the martial arts. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. People like to talk about the martial arts and peace. And as always, thank you for your time. And this goes to one more thing where I say, don't just study what's in the books, even though I'm reading this one right now. Don't just study what's in the books. Study real life encounters. They come on the news quite a bit, and look at people who successfully handled them, and even maybe people who didn't successfully handle them, and learn from their encounters. Consider it field research. Think of it as one person told me back in the day. No, I read this. Back in the day, don't just be a martial artist, be a martial scientist. Peace.